So I got two new figures from Bandai. These are Soul of Chogokin. This is Doublas M-2 and Garada K-7. They're from the anime Mazinger Z. They're the first two robots that appear in the animation. They make an appearance in the first episode and then they return in the second episode. These were a little bit harder than average to get. They sold out on Big Bad Toy Store almost immediately, and they've been on sale for quite a while and never went back on availability. So I ended up buying them from Amazon and paid a little bit less. It was $180 on Amazon, and as far as I could tell, that's the price right now if you buy it direct from Amazon. One of the reasons I don't like buying from Amazon is because I don't feel they pack the boxes very well. But in this case, they didn't pack it well, but it did come undamaged. So this is the box, and this is a fantastic box because it is one of the smaller boxes I own, despite the fact it comes with two figures. So I really thank Bandai for giving us a nice small box, considering that is my biggest issue right now is with space. So this is the 50th anniversary of Mazinger Z celebrating. I'm not sure what year, but it wouldn't surprise me if it came out 73. It was somewhere around there. These are re-releases, so that's why it's GX-25R and GX-26R. They were originally released in 2004, so these are almost 20 years old. It's hard to believe, but it shows you, and there's the two of them fighting Mazinger Z, and there is Mazinger Z sold separately. So you could reproduce the original fight. Let's see. So it says here, celebrating the 50th anniversary, renewed portrayals of famed Kikaiju enemy robots Garada K-7 and Doublas M-2. And it talks about how they revised the head sickles. So there's the head sickles. Let me remove this box. And the twisty neck. So I can see, so if I go in here and I take a look at this. So there's the original. And the difference I could tell is that the dark coloring is around the bottom and side edge, whereas here it's the inner edge. And I rewatched the first two episodes, and this new one is more anime accurate. So I'm not sure how they messed this one up. As far as the twisty bendy neck or whatever, I can't really see any difference. They look kind of the same, so I don't know. I will say for anime accuracy, I think these spikes are a little bit longer than what they were in the anime. And the reason the box is so small is because there's very few extras. There's some extra hands. His Garada's arm was extendable. So, and then we have additional twisty neck. So that's why it's long there. I couldn't get it in. I could not get it popped in, so I gave up. I think these are really nice interpretations of the figures. They were very simple designs, and they pretty much nailed it. You can tell from the design that these are older figures. They're not super impressive. The articulation, you could see all the screw points in here, and they don't show them on newer figures. The bend in the knee is less than 90 degrees. We have some magnets to attach. Now, these, by and large, don't serve any purpose. They do on Garada, on his one arm, which you can put the extended arm in there. But on Doublas, they really don't serve any purpose. So if of all the different Soul of Chogokin figures that have been released over the years, And they do have a list actually on Wikipedia of all of them. These two might have been number one for me, number one and number two. And it's really nice that they took both of these and they packed them together, because these were separate, sold separately. And if you go on, say, eBay, they're selling for like a couple $100 each. And what was interesting was I was looking at the Japanese sites to see if these were available on the Japanese sites, and I couldn't find this 2-pack, or it was sold out already. So I'm not going to give Big Bad Toy Store a win on this one, because they're sold out also. But it had one of the, God knows why they still have it on here, but GX-25 Garada selling for less than $39. So I don't know why they kept this really old figure on there, since it's discontinued. They're not selling it. But some of these Japanese websites are a little bit odd in how they do things. So there it is on Play Asia, sold out, and I don't know. It doesn't show what the original price was when they're sold out. So that'd be neat to know, but they don't show that. So it was interesting that these were the first two enemies of Mazinger Z, and they didn't do very well. At that point, Koji Kabuto was still trying to figure out how to use Mazinger Z, and despite the fact it was a 2-on-1 battle, he managed to beat them fairly easily. It looks like Dr. Hell was not prepared for. Mazinger Z is a little bit of a surprise for him, so I guess he sent out a couple of rather weak robots. But I think these two figures are for villainous robots, and they don't make many, because I don't think too many people are that interested in collecting figures that only appeared in 1 or 2 episodes. It's certainly not unheard of, and there's more out there. But I think these two are particularly iconic as the first two enemies of one of the most iconic series for the giant mecha. And I was thinking about this, that if this is if the 50th anniversary of Mazinger Z, then we're going to be coming up on a lot of 50th anniversaries, because after Mazinger Z, and Mazinger Z wasn't the first, although it kind of was groundbreaking in that particular, the piloted robot. You're going to have a lot of series coming up on the 50th anniversary, so I'm hoping that we're going to see more re-releases and all sorts of stuff. Maybe more of these series coming over to the United States in celebration of their 50th anniversary. But it does kind of make me feel a bit old, because I don't remember. Mazinger Z, I would have been super young when Mazinger Z came out. And it really wasn't that much awareness in the West of these series. But it still makes me feel old that I am older than Mazinger Z, that's 50 years old at this point. But if you can get your hands on these, like I said, as far as I could tell, they're still selling on Amazon. I just got mine yesterday, so I don't think that price is going to go down. If you look at the yen and convert it to USD, these sold for about $150 in Japan, but I think the 180 it might be the price you want to go for, but I'll leave that up to other people to decide. But certainly they are a whole heck of a lot cheaper than what you could get the original GX-25 and GX-26 off the secondary market. So anyway, that's 2 new Garada and Doublas from Bandai, Soul of Chogokin.